Hello, it's Rachel O'Connor. I'm the Principal Psychologist and Clinical Director of the Therapy Spot here at Palm Beach on the beautiful Gold Coast. I was thinking about what to talk about today, and I thought I might share something from my own life. In the last couple of weeks, we lost our dog. We didn't lose him in the park. He died from a chronic cardiac failure. Riley was a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel, as my little girl likes to say. He was a tricolour, and I originally brought him over 8 years ago, and I found him from this lovely breeder, and I chose him from a group of puppies in the thing. And as a little dog, he was a very thoughtful little dog, and he would always put his head on the side. But I've since found out that that's hearing or trying to pay attention. So he was a sweet little beastie, and we brought him home, and I was hoping to use him as a therapy dog. So Riley did lots of training, went to puppy school, and was a lovely companion. Unfortunately, his personality was pleasing, so he wasn't so good at not loving the people. So he was always trying to engage them, and he wouldn't kind of calm down. So he wasn't calm enough to be a therapy dog. So he actually ended up becoming our family dog, and a beautiful dog he was. And on the day he died, we had very little notice, and he'd not been fabulous, but I put it down to the heat, made sure he had lots of water, and we didn't walk him as far and did all those sorts of things. So I suppose I wanted to post today about the impact of the loss of a pet, and how surprised I've been at the overwhelming grief that I've felt from the loss of this little dog. So, and I've read many times about pets, and that actually as these years roll on and our times change, pets are becoming more and more important to people, even people with families and people without families. They're becoming their children. And in the 70s, no one ever talked about having fur babies. We had the pet that stayed in the yard, but our pets now live with us, stay in our house. Some people, they sleep with them, and they provide such unconditional love. Like, you come in the door and they greet you. So at the moment, my house is very quiet, and it has been quiet for a couple of weeks, and I'm noticing like this very big void. So as a family, we're trying to deal with it and work through our grief and deal with it in the best way possible. So we're talking about him, and we put him in our front garden, and we've planted a tree. So the first week or so, a lot of time was spent there, and we're slowly working our way through. I think I've spoken many times about grief, that as much as you love someone, that's how much it hurts when you lose that person. And little dogs can creep inside and steal your heart, and you don't really realize how important things are. And I suppose it's a reflection on most things in life. We often don't recognize the value and worth of something until it's gone. So I suppose my challenge for you guys today is to have a look around your life and your world, and if you have a little doggy, give him lots of pats from me, and appreciate the things in your life that bring you joy, the things that you don't realize. You know, one of the funny things that I'm perhaps missing the most about our little dog Riley was sometimes I get insomnia. As a psychologist, that shouldn't be happening, but I go through cycles when I misbehave, and my insomnia rises, and then I get the treatments, and I get myself back to normal, and then the insomnia comes back when I'm misbehaving again. But anyway, when I had insomnia, I used to get out of bed, because when you can't sleep, you need to not stay in that space. And he would come out and talk to me. And he'd just walk around with me and walk around the house and ask me what I was doing. We'll talk to you in the terms that you get that look and little padded feet and the wagging tail and all that sort of stuff. And he was a great companion. And since he's passed, I've been waking up and not sleeping as well, because I'm sad. Which is pretty normal, and that's part of grief. And then I get up and I notice he's not there. It's funny, those little moments that will impact you, those little tiny pieces of your everyday life, when they're gone, you notice. So appreciate little moments. Enjoy your pets if you have them. And appreciate those things in your life, those little moments that we think aren't that important, that actually in the end become the big moments. I hope you're all having a great week, and as I said before, keeping cool in this really hot weather, and I'll talk to you all soon. It's Rachel O'Connor on the spot, at the therapy spot, where we build meaningful lives. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.